We already know too, but apparently WWE know the 6 women that they are sending down under to Australia to compete in the Elimination Chamber. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And if you don't want a spoiler, then I suggest you click off now, because it appears that WWE has accidentally revealed the participants in the upcoming Women's Elimination Chamber match. Now, this happened on their website where they uploaded Elimination Chamber preview, and they appeared to accidentally post a graphic of the Elimination Chamber and 6 women in front of it. Now, could it just be some random 6 women? I mean, it could be, but the likelihood is that it's not. And out of the 6 women that appeared on the graphic, 2 have already qualified. As you know, that means Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, who earned their wins on Raw and SmackDown. That means they were on the graphic. That means they are going to the Elimination Chamber. Now, if you don't want to know the next 4, then by all means, do not listen. But if you do want to know, then on the preview, WWE also included Naomi, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill. Now, am I shocked? I think this is a strange pick by WWE, going with this 6. If it is legit, the 6 they're going to go with, probably not. You've got Naomi coming back. They want to try and treat her like she's a big deal. She's just in there, in my opinion, to do some spots in the chamber and have a decent run, but she's not going to win it. Liv Morgan has just returned from injury. Again, before she got injured, they were trying to push Liv Morgan. They gave her the run with the belt. Okay, it didn't last long. She lost it to Ronda Rousey, but they were still trying to keep Liv relevant. I think they're trying to push Liv as a main eventer, so it makes sense that Liv Morgan is in the match. Tiffany Stratton has just been called up, but she's done pretty much all she could on NXT. I look at Tiffany Stratton and I think she could be a star of the women's division. For me, definitely someone that should be getting pushed, and definitely someone I can see being one of the top women's wrestlers in the next year or 2 on the main brand. I mean, she's got the look, she's got the ability in the ring, she's got the size that WWE likes, she's pretty much got everything. Decent promo as well, decent character, just everything about Tiffany Stratton's good, so I expect her to be one of the top women. Makes sense she's in this match. And then, of course, Jade Cargill. A lot of people thought that she wouldn't be in this, she would go straight to NXT, but maybe WWE actually want to bring her in hot, and they want to keep her as a top player. You can bring somebody in, send them to NXT, and they just lose momentum. You know, they lose that big appeal that they had. Jade Cargill's coming in, and a lot of people already think she's a big star. People think she's destined to go to the top. People think she should be a legitimate individual in the women's division. So therefore, by putting her on NXT for a year or 2, you know, you're kind of just watering her down. You're just blowing any sort of momentum and credibility that she's coming in with. If she's coming in with a big reputation, why would you send her to the minor leagues for a year or 2? So I think it makes sense to have Jade Cargill in the women's division on Raw or SmackDown, and I think it makes sense to showcase her in this Elimination Chamber style match. So yeah, out of the 6 women that have been selected for this, I think it makes sense. There's no one that I'm looking at that I think shouldn't be in here. Obviously, you've got the 2 women that they're pushing, the 2 women that they always seem to have the belt on, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Then you've got Naomi, who's just came back, Liv Morgan, who they're trying to treat as a main eventer, Tiffany Stratton, who is the next up-and-comer, who's just been promoted for NXT, and then you've got the outsider, Jade Cargill, who just came in from AEW. So I agree with the 6 participants. I think you can make a case for some of these women and some of these women winning. Some of them do not really have much of a chance. For example, Naomi ain't going to win. I mean, Liv Morgan winning, I guess, would set up the rematch with Rhea Ripley, who injured her, but I don't see that happening. It's too early for Tiffany Stratton, and I don't think they're going to push the trigger quite on Jade Cargill just yet. I think they'll probably wait a little bit. So, I mean, it's looking like Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Both Bianca Belair, I think, is on the WrestleMania 40 poster, but Becky Lynch has already sort of had a confrontation with Rhea. I think it'll be between Becky and Bianca. For me, it's going to be one of those 2, unfortunately. They always win. They are who WWE see at the top of their division, and I expect one of those 2 to win the chamber. Probably will come down to those 2 in the final 2 So yeah, that's my prediction. Either Becky or Bianca wins, but in terms of the 6 participants, not really surprised. I think it makes sense. No big shocks in there, really, in my opinion. Jade Cargill may be the only one. I didn't think they'd be wanting to put her in a big match like this so soon, but you know what? Either sink or swim. Sink or swim, bitch. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.